Now that we are at a good stopping point with this fence I've been doing so far, I got 200 feet. I think now is about time that I switch it up a little bit. And that's what I love about this lifestyle, is that there's so much diversity in all the things that's happening, is that you could take a break from one thing and then start on another. Recently, Farmer's Friend sent us this new high tunnel. It's a Haven high tunnel. It's 72 feet long, 16 feet wide, and today is the start of us building it. And I'm wondering how long it's gonna take me to build. I'm not nowhere near a hurry. I just want to finish it by spring. When I was looking at high tunnels, I wanted one that you could roll up the sides. Not by hand, not with just a rope that you just pull it up, but something like this, where you could crank it up, wind it up, and all the sides pop up. So we're gonna install one of these. The pallet that all this was on was very organized. All the boxes are labeled, numbered, color-coded. Includes everything: screws, straps, wood, already pre-cut. Over the last 2 years, I've been developing this flat area to eventually put a high tunnel. This part of the property used to be a horse arena, and it's also our flattest part of the property, and also the closest flattest part of the property to our house. Now this area is also the hardest ground on the property. This post pounder is not only going to help me do fencing, but it's going to help me build this high tunnel. Looks pretty straight to me. And I didn't even break a sweat on that first one. There needs to be 15 inches from the ground up top here, out of the ground. I would say pounding in these posts is probably the most tedious work, other than maybe the wiggle wire we gotta do. And then we're gonna go 16 feet wide. I would say this is the most important part, because you need to get everything straight, level, square, because everything else is gonna come off these poles and baseboards. I'm attached to that second post I just put in, diagonal to this corner, trying to get it square as best as possible. The directions that this came with is telling me all these measurements. I don't have to do any calculations. They already do everything for you. We have to pound in these poles 26 inches deep. It also comes in with this pounder, so that way you're not smashing the metal as you pound. Fits right in here, and then it fits in a manual pounder also. We have measure tape wide and then measure tape diagonal, and then we're gonna do the same for the final fourth post. $450 self-tapping screws. Look at that. It's a party in a bag. Drill driver bit. They included this, so I don't have to look for mine. It's already here. It's in the bag. using the string to help us go in a line because I still got to pound in all those other T-posts. But the way they have it in the directions, we're gonna do the baseboards and then pound in the T-posts kind of at the same time. And they include all this wood already pre-cut, which is pretty cool, I think. Even these straps included all that. 400 wood screws. This is another party. So now we're going every 4 feet all the way down on both sides. That's gonna make this structure just that much more stronger. That little pounder, it broke. It broke off right in there. It fell right in there. I was wondering, I was like, it wasn't working really good. What? Man. I guess they don't make pounders like they used to. I mean, that was solid. That was solid. Oh, what happened there? You got the bottom string for the baseboard, so we could follow that line. And then when we pound in these posts, and then also the top string for how low we can go with the posts. I almost forgot. This is not in the directions, but I'm gonna add landscape fabric on the edges of the high tunnel. Before I get any further, we probably should start doing that now. I think it'll just should make everything a lot easier if I just do it now. If I had to buy the wood, I'd probably buy longer pieces, maybe 10 feet, 10 or 8 feet at a time. But since they ship the wood and it's already pre-cut, it's probably a lot easier to ship. And then we're having to install these brackets. From the middle of this second pole all the way over, we're going another 48 inches, and we'll keep doing that all the way down. The wood, the pole, the landscape fabric. On this one, we're not putting the splice here. I need to take this off because this is the middle or the end of the board. We're putting that there, and then these are gonna hold both boards in place. If we have that there, then we can't drill this in. All right, so we've hit a roadblock. That pole is not going down. Must have hit a rock, a root, or something. All these went down pretty easy, except for that one, man. I was hoping that would not happen. I'm just gonna have to start digging a hole right next to it. I'm gonna have to take out that rock, is what I'm gonna end up doing.
You have to do that with the auger?
Yeah. All right, not how I wanted to end today. I like to end on a happy note, but we're getting there. We're getting a good flow this first day of putting up this high tunnel. But that, I'm gonna have to tackle that tomorrow because we're losing some daylight, and it just doesn't want to come out. I could hear a rock in there when I kind of lift it up. It's like tap tap. So it's definitely, there's a rock down there. So I'm thinking maybe I have to bust out the auger and drill right next to it and start digging a hole and pop that out, and then hopefully we could take off or take out that rock because it's not coming out. All this went pretty smooth, but next video hopefully I'll have that out of here, and then we can start on the other baseboards on this side and then get the arch going in the next video. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here, but exciting stuff putting up a high tunnel.